A very, very good evening. Uh, Today, as I welcome you to this special session, I am sitting in a space of gratefulness. My family and I, we had our own experiences after Almighty, we've all recovered. So I joined back. I feel humbled and to be able to be part of this very special session. While I say I operate from a space of gratefulness, I must also confess the others that I am present to, the feelings that I am present to, what my mind and body is experiencing. I also feel pained by the loss of precious lives around us. I'm disturbed to see suffering of near ones and strangers too. There are so many what ifs hanging around me. So, if you have joined us here today, it is very likely that you, like me, are also trying to understand how to process this uncertainty and cope with feelings like stress, fear, worry. It's been quite some time since all this began, and I know that it is time we stop reacting and respond to the situation. How exactly do that? So this morning, Sister Shivani ji's WhatsApp status read, Sankalp se Srishti, which means our thoughts create our world. So to answer questions and many more things, I consider it a great blessing to call upon the globally renowned spiritual guide, teacher in the Brahma Kumari spiritual movement in India, Brahma Kumari Sister Shivani. She will be addressing the community now. Over to you now.
Om Shanti and good evening, and thank you so much. Let's take a minute of silence, connect to the Supreme Power, and radiate love, pure wishes, and blessings to each one who is going through healing right now. Strength and gratitude to each one who is serving tirelessly. And peace and power to those who have left and moved forward to start a new journey. Om Shanti. In times when nothing seems to be going right around us, when situations are those which we would have never even dreamt of or imagined it could happen like this one day in our lifetime, we believe and we feel that it's normal to experience fear, anxiety, worry and stress, sometimes even helplessness, because whenever someone calls up and asks for some help, some medical assistance, and we're not able to accommodate it, it creates an element of helplessness and even guilt sometimes. So it's times where we start believing that one, nothing is going right outside, but also nothing is going right even inside our minds. So today we need to take charge of what's going on inside us. If we want to face what's going on outside us with strength, because it's only one of the two options are possible. Either the outside world will overpower the inside world, and the inside world will collapse into pain and distress and helplessness, or the inside world will overpower the outside world. One has to win over the other. Even in the last 1 year, and especially in the last couple of months, there's been a huge rise in the number of mental health issues. So that's why we need to pay attention. Yes, the issue outside is not in our control, but yet at the same time, we at least know certain things by which we can take care of ourselves. Most of us are getting vaccinated. There are treats. I mean, to a large extent, we know a lot of things now how to take care of ourselves. But that's something which doctors and administrators, they are telling us what we have to do, how we have to do. But when it comes to taking care of our mind, no one's going to tell us what we have to do and how we have to do it. And there's not going to be any medication or any vaccination for that. It's something we will need to take charge of ourselves. Let us remember, COVID is only a physical health issue. It is an epidemic, but it's a physical health epidemic. Emotional and mental health is in our control, and we need to take charge of that. Otherwise, we might create another crisis, which will be an invisible crisis. It'll be there and we won't even be aware of it. So, yes, certain things here are not in our control, but let's take charge here, because the state of our mind, the vibrations, that is what radiates to our body. We all know that when the mind is stressed, the body reacts differently. But when the mind is calm and stable, the body responds differently. So in any ailment, healing of any ailment, we know that our doctors always say to us, don't get stressed, relax, be calm, everything will be perfect, right? So let it be any ailment. This one instruction was always given to us, relax, don't get tensed, everything will be fine. So automatically the same thing applies to COVID, that we have to relax, not get stressed, and let that vibration send healing energy to the body. So one, we will keep our mind and body fit and take care. We will protect ourselves. Second, if it comes to us, we will be keeping our mind and body at a higher vibration. It will come and it will go away. This is our responsibility. Now, first and foremost, let's check our emotional health. Like we all have tests and scans to check our physical health, let's check our emotional health today and grade yourself. Please grade yourself right now. On a scale of 1 to 10, grade your emotional health, which means your emotional quotient. Let's grade our emotional health right now. Now, how do we grade emotional health? So 10 means we are emotionally fit, emotional stamina very high. And 1, we need to take a little care. Now, how do we check the emotional stamina? If your mind, if your thoughts and feelings are dependent on situations and people, check carefully. If your thoughts and feelings are dependent on situations and people, if you find yourself saying, I am feeling like this because the situation is like this, I am feeling like this because the person is behaving like this. So if you find yourself as a victim, blaming people and situations for how you are feeling, that is emotional dependence. Emotional dependence, even before COVID. So let's go to 2019, even before COVID. And today, even for situations apart from COVID, we find ourselves saying, I'm angry because of, I'm hurt because of, I'm upset because of, I feel insulted because of, I'm happy because of. So, whatever I'm feeling here, it's because of something outside. This is a life of dependence. This is emotional dependence. We are those who want and we talk and we experience physical independence, social independence, financial independence. Now we need to work on emotional independence. Emotional independence. Now, what is emotional independence? Here is the situation, here is the person's behavior, and here is my mind. Here are my thoughts, feelings, and emotions. If I'm going to say, I'm feeling like this because of this, then I am dependent on this. Emotional dependence, emotional stamina low, mind not in my control, dependent on people and situations. Now we will see how to do it, but we will shift to situation is here, person's behavior is here. I am choosing what thought to create. I am choosing how to feel inside, which means someone can be rude to me, wrong in their behaviors, and I choose to be calm and stable. Someone can be disrespectful, and I can be compassionate in return. There can be a crisis outside, and I can be calm and stable inside. Nothing is going right outside, and I am in charge inside. This is emotional independence, where this is not dependent on what's happening outside, it's in my control. Independence. Independence means dependent on the one inside. Independence. So we need to shift to emotional independence. Why? When our emotional stamina is high, we are emotionally fit, only then we will not shift towards a mental health issue. We will not shift towards a depression and anxiety. If it happens, it's okay, it can be treated. But why not take care so that we're not going to go towards it? And when we learn how to take care of ourselves, then we will also learn how to take care of our children, of our family. Very, very important to make our children emotionally healthy, emotionally strong. Physically, intellectually, socially, yes, but now emotionally strong, emotionally healthy, because the world today is looking for high EQ, leadership quality, healthcare professionals. They need high emotional quotient. If today a doctor doesn't have a high emotional quotient, they will not be able to stand in that COVID ICU. You see, they will not be able to handle the situation. So along with our intelligence, our talent, our skills, we need the high emotional quotient. So first, rank yourself. Where am I on a scale of 1 to 10? Do I react very easily to situations and people? Do I react sometimes? Or 10, I'm always calm and stable. So first, rank yourself. Second, write the equation today. I am the creator of my every thought, feeling, word, and behavior. Write it out and write this every single day. I am the creator of my every thought, feeling, word, and behavior, which means personal responsibility. My creation, not blaming people and situations. So even if you get angry, you don't say, I'm angry because of them. No, no. I created this anger. I spoke like this, and I had an option of doing it another way. Life is in my control. Remote control is not in their hand, that they will behave a certain way and I will react and I will say, not my fault, it was because of them. And then look at them waiting for an apology, because if they apologize and they realize, then I will feel good. My life totally not in my control. So I am the creator of my every thought, every feeling, every word, every behavior. That's my first equation to take charge. Second, then what are the normal feelings and normal thoughts which I need to create in return, in response to every situation? As a society, we have labeled a lot of uncomfortable emotions as normal. Uncomfortable emotions. So we call stress, anger, anxiety, worry, complaining, criticism, jealousy, competition. We called all of them normal. These were not normal emotions. They created a very disturbance feeling over here. They even created a disturbance energy in the body. When we are stressed here, the body doesn't respond well. Remember when we were in school, just before the exam, somebody gets a little stomach ache, acidity, nausea, vomiting, fever. Exam over, body is fine. Exam there, body starts reacting. And people said, हाँ ये झूठ बोलता है, ऐसे ही बोलता है एग्जाम वाले दिन. वो बच्चा झूठ नहीं बोलता है. But the stress in the mind of the child would create a reaction in the body. So when the emotion is not even healthy for the body, then how can that emotion be healthy for the mind? So all these uncomfortable emotions are actually an emotional illness. Please start calling it an emotional illness today, because only then we will shift from illness to health. If we call this list as normal, we will never shift away from there. We will keep creating them because we will say these are normal. So stress is not normal. Calm and stability is normal. Calm and stability is normal. Worry is not normal. To take care is normal. So take care of yourself or worry. But worry, that's not normal. Anger is not normal. Understanding people and being empathetic, that is normal. Complaining is not normal. Gratitude is normal. Gratitude for everything, everyone, things going right, things not going right. Gratitude, that is normal. Being critical and judgmental about people, not normal. Appreciative is normal. Comparing ourselves with people, not normal. Self respect, normal. Competition, not normal. Cooperation, caring and sharing. This is normal. So, the list of what is normal we need to know so that we will use only those thoughts and feelings and emotions in every scene of life. If we call this list as normal, then this is how we will keep reacting in every situation. And we will say, this is normal. And the best part is everyone around us also endorses it and say, ha, it is normal. They behave that way. It's normal for you to feel hurt. So we say, it's normal, na? Very good. So someone or the other will endorse my normal. And we always call up only those people who will endorse our hurt and pain at that time. And you call up your friend and say, you know what? They disrespected me. I'm so hurt. He'll say, obviously you will be hurt. You don't talk to them so soon now. Otherwise they take you for granted. And we say they are our friends. They are endorsing our hurt and pain. A friend is a one who has to remind you they cannot insult you. You are a beautiful soul. They only said what they believed is right according to their state of mind. Nobody can disrespect you. But you will not like that person that time. You'll say, no, she's not joining me in my feeling pain. She thinks, no, I'm being wrong by experiencing this hurt. No, this victim feeling is a depleter. Victim feeling is a depleter. So please write this list of normal feelings so that one, we know what is normal, and very important, we teach our children what is normal. We need to teach our children which feelings are normal. We need to teach our children exam tomorrow, acha, being calm and stable is normal. We need to teach them right from when they are in junior school. Exam tomorrow, calm and stability is what is needed before an exam. Then they will grow up, and even when they give their board exams, no, that will be their programming, that exam equals to calm and stability. Exam does not equal to stress. Not that from the first day the child enters into their 10th or the 12th, everyone starts saying to them, oh ho, board this year, oh ho, stress to hoga hi na, board hai is year. नहीं, board है इस year, इसलिए extra calm and stable हमें रहना है because I want to perform well in my exams. Programming of what is normal. So we were living even in 2019, blaming people and situations for how we are feeling and calling all these uncomfortable emotions as normal, and came COVID. And we said fear and anxiety is normal. Is normal. Everyone said it. And collectively, a collective vibration, not just all over the country, but all over the world, we created a collective vibration of fear, anxiety, worry, stress. So there was a huge rise of mental health issues in the world. There was a huge rise in relationship issues last year. Relationship issues. And I think the COVID was a virus. Why did that impact mental health? Why did that impact relationships? Because we said fear and anxiety is normal. So when the mind gets disturbed, relationships will get affected because my power to adjust, my power to adapt, my power to let go, my power to forgive, my power to keep quiet if one is not behaving right, everything reduces when the emotional health dips here. So now, second thing, I know which one is normal. Third thing, how do I start creating these normal feelings? I need to start responding through these normal feelings. So now let's take a little homework. 6 o'clock today evening to tomorrow evening, 6 o'clock. 24 hours. 24 hours, I will respond to every scene through my normal emotion. Through my normal emotion. And in 24 hours, I will take my emotional fitness score from whatever number it is now up to 10. That's how easy it is. It can be done in one day. I will respond the right way to every situation. Why should I do that? Because the present time needs me to be emotionally fit and physically fit. It does not need me to be only physically fit. It needs me to be emotionally fit and physically fit so that I never shift towards a mental health issue. And I'm also able to empower my family. I'm able to energize everybody. I'm there for everyone, not just in taking care physically, but I'm there for everyone to radiate that peace and power to everybody. What is the vibration of Gurgaon? If we had to calculate the collective energy of this city, it is the state of mind of all the people put together. So, what's the vibration of the country today? It's the state of minds of all the people put together. So, 135 crore people, 135 crore minds. If they say fear, anxiety, worry, pain is normal, what's the vibration of the country? The vibration of the country will go down. And if the vibration of the country goes down, then it's opposite of healing energy. Healing energy needs calm, peace, power. So it's our moral responsibility, not just for ourselves. One is responsibility for ourselves. Second is my vibration radiates into the house. It creates the energy of the house. My vibration radiates into the city, into the country. I am responsible for the vibration of the country. It's very easy to sit back and say, they didn't do this, they didn't do this, they should have done this, they should have done that. Very easy to give an opinion about everybody. My role, take care of my mind and body. If each person had to take care of their mind and body, we will finish the crisis very soon. So instead of saying what all they did for the country, let's ask ourselves, what all did we do? Leave alone what all did we do for the country? What all did we do for ourselves? So let me start my responsibility from today, that I will take charge of my mind. So next 24 hours, only 24 hours, situations will be what they have to be. People will behave the way they believe is right, and I will respond through the normal emotions and in a way that my mind will remain stable. My emotional health will increase. I'm going to increase my emotional health in the next 24 hours just by responding right to every situation. And most important, not blaming the situation for how I'm feeling. Not blaming, taking charge. This was my creation. This was my choice. I have to remember that. Now, simple lifestyle habits. Very, very simple lifestyle habits, how we can start doing it. Because we can see in the current scenario, it's our emotional health which is deciding how we face the situation. How we face the situation. Otherwise, we know people who are fine. There's no COVID in their house, but there's a lot of panic and anxiety in the house. They're already visualizing not getting a hospital, not getting an oxygen cylinder. I know people who are visualizing, if I go away, who will look after my children? And there's no COVID positive in their house yet. You see where all the mind can go because of all that we are watching and listening. So need to take charge, cannot allow this because it's still a little long journey. So we better take charge of our mind so that we can cross this with ease and dignity. So let's take a few simple lifestyle habits. Sankalp se srishti. What does it mean? Our thoughts create our world. How? Every thought we create, it creates our feelings. So when we say, I'm feeling very nice today, we've created a nice thought. When we say, I'm feeling very low today, I've not been creating nice thoughts. Then my every thought radiates to my body, creates my physical health. Our every thought reaches people, creates our relationships. We are picture perfect in our behavior. We are very courteous in our words. And yet sometimes our relationships are not very strong because we are critical and judgmental in our thinking. But we thought nobody can see our thoughts. People only know what I speak and how I behave. Relationships are created based on how we think, and our vibrations, our thoughts radiate into the environment, nature. So, mental health, physical health, social health, professional health, and environmental health. Everything is created from here. The mind is the seed of the tree of life. It's the seed. Let's nurture the seed, tree will be taken care of. If we work very hard on the tree and say we don't have time for the seed, then the direction is not going right. We're not going right direction. So, Sankalp se Srishti, one equation. Second equation, Sankalp se Siddhi, which means thoughts manifest. Sankalp is thought, Siddhi is manifest. Anything that I will think repeatedly or speak repeatedly, it shall start happening in my life. And if you just look back and rewind life, you will see how it happens. All of us have done that. That anything we think or speak repeatedly, it starts happening in our life. That's called power of affirmation. Power of affirmation and power of visualization. Affirmation. So I'm affirming the same thing, repeatedly saying the same thing. So let's use that equation to create something in our destiny, what we want to see. So how do we write affirmations? The technique of writing an affirmation is, let's say suppose I'm very stressed, okay? So if I keep saying, I'm stressed, my mind is not peaceful, what do I do? And then I call up someone and say, I'm feeling very stressed. So I'm repeatedly saying this, I'm stressed, I'm stressed, I'm stressed. And that's the vibration I'm creating. Now I want to heal that stress and I want to shift towards the normal emotion. So my affirmation will be, I'm calm and stable always. Even though I'm not calm and stable right now, doesn't matter. But my affirmation will be, I am calm and stable always. Suppose I'm creating fear, then my affirmation will be, I am fearless. I am fearless. Suppose I react to situations and people, my affirmation will be, I am a powerful being. Powerful being will not react, they will respond. So I'm a powerful being. Suppose I get hurt very easily when someone says something, it affects me very easily. I change. I will create an affirmation. I am a pure being. And I understand that each one has a different opinion about me. And I respect their opinion. I accept people as they are and people accept me as I am. I start saying this instead of saying people don't love me, people don't respect me, nobody cares for me. All these lines, every single line is a depleter of emotional and physical health. So let's write a few affirmations of what we want to manifest right now in the current times. And then you can add your own affirmation to it depending on what you want to manifest in your life. So first affirmation, I am a powerful being. I am a powerful being. Second, I am calm and stable always. Third, I am fearless. I am fearless. Fourth, I am a giver. I am a giver. Giver in the sense, I don't need from people. I'm not a needy person. Needy, I need love. I need appreciation. I need respect. I need acknowledgement. I need people to understand me. No, we're not going to be like this. I am a giver. I radiate love, respect, gratitude, appreciation. I need nothing. So I am a giver. It's very important because not many of us are a complete giver, 100%. Sometimes, some way we need something. And when we need something and we don't get it, is the cause of emotional disturbance. And that need always is an addiction. So once you get it, you need a little more and a little more and a little more. So I need nothing is the affirmation. I am a giver. Fifth, my body is perfect and healthy and will always be. My body is perfect and healthy and will always be. So instead of creating a thought, what if this happens to me? If it happens, we will heal it. But why create a thought? What if it happens to me? Because that thought creates the fear. The thought creates the panic, not the disease. The disease does not, the COVID does not create fear and panic. It's my thoughts about COVID which creates fear and panic. So my body is perfect and healthy and will always be. Then create an affirmation and a visual. God's power and blessings is a circle of protection around me. Draw a divine light circle of protection around you. How every healthcare worker has to wear a PPE kit, no? If they don't wear a PPE kit, they'll get affected by the virus. Similarly, we have to wear a high vibrational protection shield. Otherwise, we get affected by the vibrations around us. We need to know fear is in the air. It's in the air. So that's why some of us we feel, okay, why am I getting scared? मेरे घर में तो कुछ नहीं है, सब ठीक ठाक है. Then why these thoughts of fear and anxiety? It's in the air. It's in the air. So we need to protect ourselves from the vibrational infection apart from the physical virus. So God's power and blessings is a divine circle of protection around me. Next, draw the same circle around your family. Draw the same circle around your family. And when you create your affirmation of health, if you have any ailment, not just COVID, but any ailment, put an affirmation for that. Let's say blood pressure issue, put an affirmation, my blood pressure is normal, my sugar level is normal. So any ailment, you put the affirmation what you want to see. If anyone is going through COVID right now, put an affirmation for that. My body is perfect and healthy. My lungs are perfect. My oxygen is normal. Anything, put an affirmation of what you want to manifest. Let's not repeatedly talk about the current reality of the body and the mind, but let's start think and talk of what I want to see happening in my destiny. That is power of affirmation and visualization. Then create an affirmation for your relationships. I accept people as they are. People accept me as I am. My relationships stand on a foundation of trust and dignity. So this involves all relationships. I accept people, people accept me, and foundation of trust and dignity. Then create an affirmation for your work. If you're working, create an affirmation for your work. Decide what you want to achieve, let's say for the next 6 months or for the next 1 year, and put an affirmation, fill in the blank, I have already achieved this. I have already achieved, fill in the blank. Success is certain for me. This is an affirmation. Success is certain for me. Then create an affirmation of abundance. Last year, we've been talking a lot about lack of resources, lack of time, economy, business. Now let's create an affirmation of abundance. I have more than I need. I have more than I need. Abundance is my reality. It is my destiny. Even never say that I am short of time. I'm very busy. मेरे पास टाइम नहीं है. जितना बोलेंगे ना, I'm very busy, मेरे पास टाइम नहीं है, I'm very busy, मेरे पास टाइम नहीं है, you will always find yourself short of time. हमेशा you will always be short of time because it's an affirmation. संकल्प से सिद्धि. छोटे छोटे बच्चे बोलते हैं I'm very busy, I'm very busy. It's an attitude. It's not about number of hours. It's an attitude saying I'm very busy. Let's change it to I have more time than I need. I have a lot of time. Just say it. Start saying it. I am easy and I have lot of time. I have to finish all these tasks, but I am easy and I have lot of time. And then last, create an affirmation for the planet. God's power and blessings, divine circle of protection around the planet. My world is safe. My world is safe and secure. So I am a powerful being first. Second, I am calm and stable always. Third, I'm fearless. Fourth, I'm a giver. Fifth, my body is perfect and healthy and will always be. Sixth, God's power and blessings is a circle of protection around me, and visualize that divine circle. Seventh, circle of protection around family, so that we never create a thought, what if inko ho gaya, bachcho ko ho gaya? No thought like that. Circle of protection around family. Eighth, I accept people, people accept me, foundation of trust and dignity. Ninth, I have achieved, fill in the blank, whatever your affirmation for your career. Success is certain for me. Abundance is my destiny. Lot of time and lot of wealth and lot of resources. I have that. And 10th, circle of protection around the planet. These are 10 thoughts. This is just simple 10 thoughts. You can add anything else to it depending on what you want to manifest in your life. But for the next couple of months, this will be our set of affirmations. We don't keep changing them every day. They have to be the same every day till we manifest them. Okay, till we manifest them. So now you write down these affirmations, and this is your set of affirmations. Now, how do we start using this? Two very important times. when the programming of the mind happens. The first thing in the morning and the last thing just before going to sleep. These two times are very, very crucial. Lockdown is a good time to start creating healthy lifestyle habits. Very, very important. Those which we thought were not possible because of our work, because of our travel. This is the time to create the habit, and then we will sustain the habit even when lockdown is over. We need to remember work is a part of life. Work is not life. Work is a part of life. For the last couple of decades, we have compromised on our sleep, we have compromised on our food habits, we have even compromised on family time sometimes just because we said work, 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 work. That's not a balanced life. This is not a balanced life. And why were we doing this? Because everybody else was doing this around us. So we just are there as a part of the collective energy. And we thought if we don't do it just like them, we will be left behind and they will move ahead of us. And if they move ahead and they achieve more and they earn more, they will be happy. I will not be happy because I thought happiness is dependent on everything I earn. So I did not take care of my mind. Many of us did not even take care of our body because we didn't have time. We didn't have time. People used to say मरने की फुर्सत नहीं है और आप बोलते हो मेडिटेशन करो. किसके पास टाइम है मेडिटेशन करने के लिए सुबह? तो टाइम ही नहीं है. टाइम ही नहीं था because all the time was for work. We have to create a balanced life in which first my mind and body should be healthy. My mind and body should be healthy. If we don't take this lesson from COVID, then we've learned nothing from what came to us. Then we've learned nothing. So mind, body, relationships, and work. Priority has to be very clear. Mind, body, relationships, and work. I am going to take care of all four because that makes me truly successful. Successful. I don't want to be just an achiever. I want to be successful. Achiever is one part of success. But mind happy, body healthy, relationships in harmony, and then achiever is truly success. All the four pillars of life need to be balanced. So, for a good, healthy, powerful mind and body, we need to have a good sleep regime. Sleep cycle needs to be very, very perfect for us. Now, for which we need to sleep early. It's very important to sleep early. Remember, 30 years back in school, early to bed, early to rise makes us healthy, wealthy, wise. I know I'm not sure whether they still say it in school now, but we used to say it and we used to live that way also. Now, the best time, the highest energy time in which your mind and body both are going to get healed and energized is 10 to 2. These 4 hours we have to be asleep. We have to be asleep in these 4 hours. This is all deep science. You can study it all. It'll all be there online. 10 to 2 highest energizing time for the mind and the body. So if I sleep at 11, I lost 1 hour. If I sleep at 12, I lost 2 hours. So it's not about I have to sleep 7 hours. I can sleep any 7 hours. It's not any 7 hours. It's the right time to sleep and sleeping in the right way. So let's shift to sleeping at 10 o'clock. And nothing is difficult. It's our mind and body. Gently, we can change the sleep cycle and we will become an inspiration for the rest of the family and most important for the children. For the children who have tend to shift to a very different sleep cycle. These sleep cycles are what are causing a lot of emotional and mental health issues. We don't want our children to be talking about anxiety and depression and all this. No, no, they are students. In student life, if they say all this, then how will they face the challenges that life has to offer after the age of 20? How is that going to happen? And a very big cause is sleep cycle, nothing else, sleep cycle, because they study late, they sleep late, they wake up late, they don't have a fixed routine of their sleep timings. This takes a toll on the mind. So let the mummy start with it, and then the children will follow. Even if they don't, you just hold on to yours. One day they will get inspired by your change. So 10, we go to sleep. Now, for me to sleep right, one is to sleep at the right time and then to sleep well. At least 2 hours before 10, so around 8 o'clock, we need to disconnect from work. Disconnect from work in our minds, which means no work communication after 8 o'clock. It's closed. Shut work. No phones, no emails, no messages, relating to work, so that we want our mind to process everything and sort out everything before we go to sleep. Like we are taught to eat early, have an early dinner. Why should we have an early dinner? So that the food gets digested before we sleep. So the food needs about 2.5 hours to digest. So if I have to sleep at 10, I should have my dinner by 7:30. So 7:30, if I have dinner, digestion is over before I go to sleep. If digestion is over before I go to sleep, then during my sleep, healing will happen. There's only one thing that can happen. But if I eat at 9:30 and go to sleep at 10:30, then digestion happens during my sleep. And if digestion happens during my sleep, then his healing is not happening. Then I have this issue, that issue. So both the things need to be processed 2.5 hours before we sleep. Food and also content here. Both the things. So after 8 o'clock, no work emails, no work phones. Give this mind rest. Give it rest. That's very important. We will use that same time early morning tomorrow to come up with very good creative ideas for our work. But sleep well. Sleep well for that. So 8 o'clock, work is closed. It's a principle, it's a policy. I don't answer emails. I will not answer messages. I will not call unless there is a crisis, and crisis is very rare, very rare. 1 hour before we sleep, we disconnect from all other media, news, TV, serial, movie, anything which is going to stimulate the mind. Even not a book which stimulates the mind. It has to be a book which slows down the mind. Soothing effect, because I have to go to sleep. So we are in the beta plus stage. We have to gradually go to the alpha stage between 9 and 10. So that at 10, when we go to sleep, we will go into the delta stage very fast and deep sleep. And when we get deep sleep, we don't have to sleep 8 hours. All our doctors say now, sleep 8 hours, sleep 8 hours. Why do we need to sleep 8 hours? Imagine sleeping 8 hours every day. Don't need to sleep 8 hours. But they are right when they say 8 hours, because they are saying 8 hours according to our lifestyle. Our lifestyle is not correct. So they are saying sleep longer, because 2 hours your body will first digest food, then 6 hours your body will do healing. So please sleep for 8 hours. But if I ate an early dinner, then I can manage with 6 hours of sleep because my digestion has already happened. So why do I need 8 hours of sleep? I don't need 8 hours of sleep. So 1 hour before we sleep, we don't consume anything which is going to stimulate the mind. So no movies of that kind, serials, world news, no problem discussion at home, no arguments, no differences of opinions, no fights at 9 o'clock in the night. We should just say, we talk about this tomorrow. Person says, no, no, talk now. No, 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 we'll talk about this tomorrow. We have to sleep well. We have to sleep well. Otherwise, that goes deep into the subconscious when we go to sleep. So the last hour in the night, soft music, good book, sitting with family, happy times, doing nothing, playing music, writing, anything which is going to bring the mind from the beta to the alpha stage. And if nothing, so then do nothing. Even doing nothing is very nice sometimes. Just doing nothing. Just doing nothing. Being in your own company. Just 15 minutes before sleeping, consume a healthy emotional diet, which means watch, read, or listen 15 minutes of something which is very pure and powerful, very positive content. Because the last content of 10-15 minutes will get processed during the 6 hours of sleep. So a very positive, good book, self-transformational book, a video, audio, anything, spiritual study, 15 minutes. And just before you sleep, repeat those affirmations. The last thought before we sleep should be the affirmations. If right now, because some of us are feeling a little anxious, if we can't say it in our mind, we say it in our words. Speak out the affirmation. And if we're not able to do that, write out the affirmation. If I write it out, it gets programmed here. Like we used to do in school, how to study, we used to write it out. So write out the affirmation. So close your eyes, lie down, and let the affirmation be your last thought, and you fall off to sleep saying, I am powerful, I am calm and stable, I need nothing, I am a giver, my body is perfect and healthy, I have abundance, success is certain for me, and the mind goes to sleep. And those are the last thoughts which are going into the subconscious. Never ever. Please take care of the last thoughts before you go to sleep. So this is the way to sleep well. If you sleep at 10 and you've done these right things before going to sleep, and if you just do them for the few days, you will automatically find yourself waking up early. You don't have to set an alarm. You will start waking up early. So today everybody's talking about the 5 a.m. leadership club, which means leaders need to wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning. But for that, they first should sleep at 10 o'clock in the night. They can't sleep at 12 o'clock and then say we will wake up at 5 o'clock. Not good, not healthy. So first the sleep cycle, morning will automatically be taken care of. So if you sleep at 10, you will naturally start waking up at 4, 4:30, 5, 5:30, doesn't matter, but early morning time. 4 to 5 time, what is it called? It's called Brahma Muhurat. It's called Brahma Muhurat. It's called Amrit Vela. Muhurat, which is the highest energy Muhurat. For everything in our life, we ask Pandit Ji for a Muhurat. Pandit Ji, Muhurat batao, iska Muhurat batao, iska Muhurat batao. And रोज सुबह का जो मुहूर्त होता है, उस समय तो हम सोए होते हैं. So we are asleep at the highest vibrational time of the 24-hour cycle. That's the 4 to 5 time. Amrit Vela. Vela means time, which is Amrit. So the time which is like Amrit is that 4 to 5. That's why that's leadership club wakes up at that time. So very important, sleep early, wake up early. Now, first thing when we do when we wake up, gratitude. Because the first thought is very important when we wake up. So gratitude to the supreme power, gratitude to your mind and body. Every day, thank you to your mind and body. Even if it is hurting, aching, paining, everything is happening, say thank you. Thank you so much. You are fine. Everything is perfect. So love and acceptance to the mind and body. Third, thank you to people. All are people in our life. Thank you to them. And fourth, thank you to your work. Work. There are some people who've lost their work this year. So very, very important for gratitude towards work and gratitude to nature. Nature sustains us throughout the day. So gratitude to the supreme power, gratitude to my mind and body, gratitude to people, gratitude to my work, and gratitude to nature. 5 thoughts. After that, affirmations. First thing in the morning, at least 5 times you repeat those affirmations, because we have a good 5-10 minutes that time for ourselves. Repeat those affirmations at least 5 times and visualize them. I'm a powerful being throughout the day today, stable. Anything happens, I will be stable and I will respond. Visualize yourself throughout the day. So at least 5 times we repeat the affirmations till we learn meditation. Best thing is to learn meditation. But till we learn meditation, we will at least do the first step of that. Then at least 20 to 30 minutes of a healthy emotional diet. What we watch, read, listen is our emotional diet. This is again very important for the entire family, also for the children. What we watch, read, listen is who we become. So all our thoughts, our emotions are based on what we watch, read, listen. At least 20 to 30 minutes, early morning, watch, read, listen, pure content. Pure content. First hour of the morning is not for work communication. Don't wake up first thing and check your emails. Not the right thing to do. Because first thing in the morning, this blotting paper is absolutely clean. Whatever I'm going to put on it, it's going to go deep. This is not the time to connect to the world. This is the time to energize the self and then create a beautiful world during the day. So the first hour, we're not consuming emails. We're not looking at social media handles. We're not looking at even personal messages. The first hour is gratitude, affirmations, and at least 20-30 minutes of pure content. A positive book, video, spiritual study, whatever. Choose today what you're going to use tomorrow morning. Then 30 to 40 minutes for physical health. So it's a good 1 hour for self-care. And this 1 hour should now not be an option for anybody. It should be a part of our lifestyle. This is our learning from this COVID. 1 hour for self-care. Now, 1 hour in the morning, 15 minutes in the night. Simple. Now during the day, whatever I have affirmed in the morning and what I have studied, I will respond like that to every scene. So I will shift from getting irritated to being calm and patient. I will shift from getting angry to being respectful to people. So I'm implementing during the day what I have studied in the morning. And third thing is the food we eat. Food is a very, very important part of our life. See, the 5 things create our thoughts: what we watch, what we read, what we listen, what we eat, what we drink. 5 things. In Hindi, it is said, Jaisa anna vaisa man, Jaisa pani vaisi vani. So the food is not just nutrients, the food is vibrations, and water also affects our mind and our body, of course. And what we watch, read, listen. It's very important for us to take care so that we're able to inspire and change our children in terms of what they watch, read, listen. Binge watching, OTT platforms, consuming content, vocabulary, we know what it is, content, we know what it is. Whatever we are consuming, it's going to become a part of our personality. This is not entertainment. Content consumption is not entertainment. Content consumption is personality creation. And personality creation is destiny manifestation. So it is a very clear-cut equation. Content is equal to personality is equal to destiny. Destiny. So whatever I'm consuming, I cannot say this is time pass, this is entertainment. No. So if I'm going to consume content of ego and lust and greed and jealousy and all that issues, then that's who I've started becoming over here. And that's why if you see, just rewind 30 years back when we were in school or college, we were not talking about depression. We were not talking about stress. We were not talking about anxiety attacks in school and college amongst nobody. None of us friends were talking about all that. Today, school children are talking about anxiety, about meditation, about mindfulness. Why are they needing to talk about all this? Because we as a generation did not have all this content. We did not have mobiles. We did not have internet. We did not have all that. Everything is very comfortable. Technology has made our life very comfortable. But what content to consume, that we have to take care. I'm sure all of you have seen the documentary Social Dilemma. And the one line that it gave us, that all these programs have been designed to manipulate the mind. That's the one line. It's been designed to manipulate the mind. If I understand that it's been designed to manipulate the mind, and after watching the documentary also, I continue to use all of them, then I am allowing something to manipulate my mind on a daily basis. And if something starts manipulating my mind on a daily basis, then I cannot have control over the mind because I'm allowing it to get manipulated on a daily basis. So it's very, very important. How we use content, how we use social media, then only we have any power to say anything to the children. Then only we will have any power to say anything to them. So please take care because they are a generation who are exposed to this right from when they were kids. We are a generation who got exposed to it after the age of 25, 30. And yet we are affected by it. So you can imagine the children who are going to grow up with this. So please be strict about it. First with yourself, and then you have the power to do it with them. Third thing is the food we eat. So jaisa an vaisa man, jaisa pani vaisi vani. Right now the food and the water is also vibrating with the energy of fear and anxiety. It's in the air, it's in the city. 80%, 70% of our body is water. Please go online and search effect of emotions on water. And you will see a whole study done in Japan by a scientist called Dr. Emoto. You will see pictures of water crystals. I'm sure many of you have already seen it. Water crystals. Words are given to samples of water, and then the crystal formation is studied. So when the words are positive, it's a very well-defined crystal, which means that water is a healing energy water. And when negative words are given to the water, the crystal is not formed actually, it's just deformed completely. And that's not healthy water. That's not healthy water. So right now we know what are the words in the city. And so what is the crystal of the water? So we need to energize that water. So in the kitchen, have high energy words playing throughout the day. Please make this mandatory, especially right now and always. How is prasad cooked in the temple and in the gurdwara? High energy words playing in the kitchen. Puja, Pat, mantra, jap, chanting, spiritual songs playing in the kitchen throughout the day. Throughout the day, every word that will play in the kitchen, it will change the crystals of the water. It will change the vibration of the food. I'm sure we've all experimented. Our emotions affect plants. Have two plants in the balcony or on your terrace. Water one with a lot of love and care, and water the other as a duty. And you will see two different types of plants growing there for you. Plants get affected by our emotions. So do our fruits and vegetables. So have high energy words playing in the kitchen throughout the day now, especially COVID times. COVID times, so let it play 24 hours. Let it play 24 hours. It's going to have a very energizing effect on the minds of everyone in the family. Please have vegetarian diet, especially right now. Always actually, but especially right now. Because food is not just nutrients. Food is vibrations. Animal in a slaughterhouse. What's going to be the emotion? Go online and check video of a slaughterhouse. You won't feel like eating after that. So the animal in the slaughterhouse, helplessness, fear, panic, anger, hatred, then violence, then death. Is that going to be the energy of my food? Is death going to be the energy of my health? Earlier, we used to say, oh, I don't need to eat, but I'm eating because doctors say it's good for health. Now, doctors don't say that also. So, most of the doctors have now started openly talking about it, that diabetes, cardiac issues, and certain cancers caused by a non-vegetarian diet. Vegetarian diet, healthy for the mind, healthy for the body. Now in the kitchen, vegetarian, but also high energy words. So those high energy words are also changing the energy of the water and of the food. Be very careful who's cooking for you. Who's cooking for you? COVID times, please eat home cooked food. Home cooked food, not just because of the virus, but because of the vibration. If someone has cooked and is in pain or fear and anxiety, then your family will get that fear and anxiety from the food and they won't even know from where it came. They will think it's normal to feel fear and anxiety, but it's actually come from the food because of who was cooking. We always have to be very careful who is cooking for us on a daily basis. We have seen houses where there are conflicts in relationships, and suddenly the staff who was cooking, they go for a holiday for 2 months and relationships start changing in the house because the person cooking has changed. It's very important. What is the sanskar, the mindset, and the mood of the person who is cooking for you? While they are cooking or while you are cooking, no phone calls. Cannot talk on the phone while cooking. Cannot be talking idhar ki, udhar ki, iski, uski baatein and COVID ki baatein and you are cooking. Can't. Cooking is nothing less than a ritual. It's an energizing time. No world news or anything negative going on television while food is being cooked, because the words will go right there into the food. So cooking has to be a very divine thing. And then eating. Let's make it a culture of the house. No phone, no TV while eating. Everybody. No phone, no TV while eating, including children. 10 minutes. These are only simple self-discipline habits. 10 minutes से ज़्यादा तो लगता ही नहीं है खाना खाने में. No phone, no TV. Food is not a time where we pick up the plate and pick up the remote control in the other hand and we sit in front of the TV screens. Food is not some side business that is happening, but it's my time to watch TV, but I don't have separate time, so I eat with the TV. Food is energizing for the mind and body. No distracted eating, mindful eating practices. Mindful eating. Otherwise, all the words that we are watching, no business phone calls while we are eating. Don't pick up any phone calls when you're eating. Never. If it's very urgent, look and say, I'll talk to you in 10 minutes. Put down. That's it. That's it. Because everything that we're saying is going into the food and the water. And then 3 seconds, pause before you eat, gratitude, and then say your affirmations into the food. Say those 10 affirmations into the food. It will take only 3 seconds. and say those affirmations into your every glass of water. Energize your water. Let your crystal be formed with the vibrations of I am powerful, I am fearless, I'm calm and stable, I'm a giver, my body is perfect and healthy. Success is certain for me. 3 seconds, energize your every glass of water. If you drink tea and coffee, then energize your tea and coffee. And I'm sure we don't drink anything apart from that. We cannot consume anything which is a low vibrational substance. A low vibrational substance in terms of what we eat or in terms of what we eat, a drink. During COVID times, please eat easy to digest food. Easy to digest, which means your body is always in a detox stage. No toxins accumulated. So that if that COVID comes, we are in a better position to handle it because our body system is clean. We are eating home cooked food and light food. Light food. Light food means raw, lot of raw. And what you're cooking is less oil, less ghee, not too much masala, and ghar ka khana, not packet ka khana. Fresh khana, packet ka khana nahi. Not all the junk food. So easy to digest food, light food, your vibration of your body will be higher, mind is higher, and so we are always in a better position to face the crisis emotionally, mentally, physically. So just keep these affirmations first thing in the morning, last thing before we go to sleep, before our every meal, before our every glass of water. It sounds too much, but it is not too much. It's only 3 seconds. Only 3 seconds before every. Even to wash our hands, doctor says 20 seconds. And we do this, because we want to wash off the virus. We want to wash off the vibration. We want to wash off the vibration. 3 seconds. So we will be saying our affirmations roughly 10 to 12 times in a day. And if we say that many times in a day, you repeat it and you take care of the content consumption during the day. During COVID times, please restrict consuming content about COVID, the visuals, the information. Yes, it's the truth. Yes, it's happening in the country. Yes, we are concerned about the country. But if we are truly concerned, then let's do something about it. Let's do something for the country, not let's just consume what's happening and create panic. Creating panic doesn't serve the country. It doesn't. It only makes simple things tougher because we all start creating panic. When it comes to talking about all those who are out there doing something about the situation, we all have an opinion about it. Some people we find right, some people we find wrong, some people, everybody's saying they have made a mistake. Fine. But there is a way of expressing opinion. This is not the time for criticism, blame game, abusive language, ridiculing people. This is not the time. This is just not the time. We are a country of 130 crore people. If 130 crore people create a blessing and gratitude for somebody, even if the person is thinking wrong, they'll start thinking right. They will start thinking right. There's power of collective vibrations. But even if someone is trying to do something right, and we are creating blame and criticism and abusive language, that right will also shift to wrong. Because powerful, millions of minds creating that. So please protect yourself from all this. Never ever forward a message of this kind to anybody. Not good karma. This is not good karma. All the people who create these kind of videos and messages, they will become powerless if we don't forward them to anybody. They can only send it to 10, 20, 100,000 people. They can't send it to more than that. It's the rest is all of us who do this, forwarding it. Never forward a message which has a negative word. Never. Even if it's the truth. It may be the truth. Somebody has made a mistake. So why should I be circulating a negative message? What good am I doing by doing that? Let's pray for them. Let's pray for every doctor. Let's meditate for every leader. Let's do that and raise the vibration of the country. So please don't write comments ever of those kinds and don't read also if anybody else has written. We don't need to fill our mind with that kind of vocabulary. It's a vicious cycle, being critical, abusive, jokes, ridicule. I mean, this is the time. On one side, we are saying, oh, people are dying, we are feeling bad. Then how come you have the time and energy of making messages like this if so much is happening in the country? We should only focus on purity, gratitude, blessings, collective praying, collective meditation. This is what is needed at this time. And we can create miracles. We can create miracles with collective vibrations. So let's start first with the self and then create a ripple effect on the family and then radiate it to the country. Thank you so much. Om Shanti.
Thank you for this fabulous session, Shivani ji. So I have some questions from our members. I would like to start with Shalini Chawla's question because this has been happening in many homes now. She wants to know, her question is, how to bring closure in the heart and mind after going through a tough COVID recovery in the family.
Closure after going through a recovery?
Yes, a tough recovery. There have been many families who are undergoing where members have been in ICU for long. And
gratitude is the most important thing then right now. However tough it may have been, yes, it's been extremely tough for many of us, but we are back together. We are here together, perfect, healthy, even though we're still going through a little bit of that weakness, but we're going to change that affirmation. And every single day, collectively meditate and radiate gratitude. Gratitude is the only one thought. Never put a question, why did this happen? Thank you that everything is perfect now. So, it's all about attitude. One, we can be, why did this happen? Why did we have to go through? It has happened. Important is gratitude. Gratitude right now that everyone is fine, everything is perfect. Because the more we will keep our mind at a higher vibrational thought, the body will heal faster. The body will heal faster. So it's only shukriya, shukriya, and shukriya to everybody, to God, to everyone who took care of us that time in the hospital, and of course to family and the blessings of all people we know. It's only all these collective blessings which bring us out of tough times. And if someone has lost a family member, that, or we know someone, so someone could be a friend or a relative, even then we have to be very careful, because we need to understand the times in which the souls are leaving the body, the way they have left. So someone is going through pain just before leaving, someone may be missing their family just before leaving, and the family could not be with them. The time is that way. So sometimes the closure did not happen in a physical way. In a physical way, we were not with them. Sometimes we were not even there to perform the last rites, the last rituals. Sometimes we're not there with our family when someone's left because we're in another city or a country and it's locked down. So we feel that the closure is not happening. We're not together. We're not saying our goodbye properly. We are not being able to pray together. So this starts troubling us. Please, let's remember, we may not be together physically, but we can be together here. We can be together here. We may not have been able to meet them just before they left, but we can meet them now here. It's all about how we think now. That is very important. We need to understand they have left in pain. They have left feeling breathless. They have left with discomfort. It's not a natural death for most right now. So, but now where are they? The soul leaves the body and enters the womb of the mother. So these souls have entered the womb of the mother. Let's visualize that scene, that they are in this womb of a mother. A baby is getting created. What kind of an energy do we want for that baby? That's creating the personality and the destiny of that child. After 3-4 years, that child is going to show in their personality the past that they came from. We don't want to have children who are getting scared, who are panicking, who are saying, nobody loves me, no one was there with me when I needed them. The children will feel like that unless we create that right closure. So it's very important that the family from where someone has moved forward, we need to be very clear in what message we send. Never say, I was not there with you. I'm sorry I could not do anything for you. No, I did my best for you. And you know it that I did my best for you. I tried in every possible place. I tried in everyone that I knew. I did more than I could do, because that's the truth. We are not lying. That's the truth. Second, don't say, I was not with you in the end. I could not come into the ICU. That baby in the womb will say, My family was not with me. They don't understand COVID and all this. And my family was not with me, that soul. Say, I was not with you physically, but in my mind, where was I? I was only with you. Who else and what else could we think of all that time? So we were always with you. Please send them with lot of peace and power. Send them with lot of peace and power. Our vacuum will never get healed, but we want their new destiny to be beautiful. We want their new destiny to be beautiful. So there should be a lot of collective meditations and prayers in the house, in the family where someone's left. And the vacuum is there, but let's radiate only love, not pain. Not pain. Radiate gratitude for all that they have done for us. And radiate these two messages. I did more than my capacity, and I was with you, am with you, and will always be with you. So this message is going to be caught by the soul there, and it's going to influence their new destiny and new personality. So we need to take care even in that toughest scene.
Okay. Um, in connection to losing lives and other things, many members, couple of them have asked about it. One, Hema Arora wants to know why there are so many beings leaving the earth plane now. Does that indicate any transformation? This is a fear that is there in many, Shivaniji. Even when we talk in families, when we start hearing so many deaths, we want to know why it is happening suddenly now. So,
It's definitely a time for transformation, not just COVID specific, but overall, it is a time of transformation. So the transformation is, we call this age as Kalyug. Kalyug means the Iron Age. So Kalyug means Kaleh Kalesh ka yug, matlab dukh ashanti ka yug. How does this yug get created? It's based on our sanskars. If our sanskars are of Kam, Krodh, Lobh, Moh, Ahankar, Irsha, Dvesh, the lust, anger, greed, jealousy, those negative ones, then the world starts becoming like that. But then now at the same time, if we look, there is so much of change of sanskars that is happening. So people are not COVID specific, even otherwise before that, people are shifting towards natural lifestyles, eating right, living right, environmental friendly, meditation, spiritual lifestyles, alternative healing. See how much was happening even before COVID. So it's two things happening in the world. One is the extreme of vices, and the other thing is the beginning of purity. So it's like pitch dark, and here the dawn is about to begin. So this is definitely happening. ये तो definitely हो रहा है. So yes, the souls who move forward, they are on the earth plane only, but they have been chosen to start that very beautiful world. They are there for a very beautiful task. It's like, if you are shifting from your old house into a new house, the old house is crumbling and breaking. So one of us stays in the old house, the other one goes and starts constructing the new house, and they start setting up the new house, and then we will all shift. So the shift is definitely happening, but most important, our role in the shift is to shift our sanskars, because our sanskars create our sansar. So we want to shift from this pitch dark Kalyug and shift to the morning that is called Satyug, the golden era, the new world, the new age.
thank you. Pragati Rao wants to know how can one be the best support to fellow beings? What to think, what to say, and do for the best support.
The best support is a powerful mind. Just visualize yourself. If you are scared or worried or panicking or not well, and someone is sitting next to you or talking to you on the phone, how would you want their vibration to be? One is the words. All of us know the right words, but sometimes the right words are not going with the right energy. So I could be saying to someone, don't worry, it's okay. And inside I am worrying. So what effect will that have on the other person? Everybody knows they should not worry, but they'll say how not to worry, and mere man mein dar lag raha hai. So these things can't be changed from here. You can't tell people don't worry, don't get scared. This line only doesn't mean anything. Don't get scared, as if by us saying it, all their fear will go away. It is our state of mind. If you are calm and stable, you are fearless, you are confident, you practice this healthy lifestyle, you empower yourself, your vibrations strengthen people. They will feel calm after talking to you. They will say, please call me up every day, 5 minutes while I'm in isolation. I feel very positive after talking to you. This is big seva. This is seva, where just taking care of your mind is actually radiating power to people. So we all have the power to empower other people. It's like charge your battery and then charge other people's phones with that. But for that, charge your battery daily.
Fabulous. Thank you. Neetu Bajaj says, wants to know, I lost my Jijaji yesterday due to COVID. He was just 51 years old. How should I console myself? My sister has no security around her. How to settle her thoughts and fear?
First and foremost, that's what like we shared today. Please understand that the souls who have left suddenly, they were not prepared for it. Lot of unfinished things in their life. We need to first take charge of our mind, just remembering that all our thoughts are reaching them. This first we need to remember, that all our thoughts are reaching that soul. We have no words which are going to heal people right now by saying, no, don't worry. No. There's a vacuum in your sister's life, and nobody and nothing can fill that vacuum for her, right? But all that we need to do is give strength to her mind right now, so that she's able to take charge of herself. Children, if she has, then she has to be powerful for them. Even they are going through so much right now. So all that we can do is, let us start meditating and praying daily. Let's create positivity in the house. Have very high energy words playing in the house. They give power to the mind. They give a lot of power to the mind. Take care of how food is cooked in that house. And most important, collectively meditate for the soul who's moved forward and say these lines every day. We were with you. We are with you. We are always with you. We love you. We respect you. You know that. And we tried everything possible for you. The person has to feel that everything was tried for me. It's very important, that assurance, that security, and then send a message that we are fine here. We will take charge of ourselves. You take care in your new costume. We need to say that every day to the soul. That will settle our minds and will also send very beautiful vibrations. Most important is, energize your house right now with purity and positivity. Let it just go on. It will give healing effect to the mind. And please request her to watch, read, or listen every day something very positive. What happens sometimes, we want to live in the same state of mind. We don't think that we have to come out of it. We will never come out of the vacuum, but we need to come out of that state of mind. Why? Because we cannot allow our mind to sink right now. Our children have already missing one parent, but they have to have the other parent. If the other one parent is not here, but the other parent is not here emotionally and mentally, that becomes very tough for the children. So we need to take charge of our mind. We can't allow it to slip out of our hands. So we need to do these simple steps every day. At least 30 minutes we are going to consume something positive, so that my mind starts strengthening to face the situation.
We are a team of 8 moderators and admins, Shivani. So we are trying our level best to support our community members during the tough times. And there are also many other groups who are doing the same. So some guidelines for us admins also. I mean, how best can we be supportive?
No, it's very good, because seva is the most important thing that's needed right now. Seva is, one is tan se seva, that you physically do something for someone. The other is dhan se, financially we support people. Third is vani se, talking to people, counseling them, being with them, calling up everyone who is in isolation. Make it a point to call them up every day for a few minutes and not talk about COVID, talk about everything else which is beautiful. And the other is man se seva. So all those who are going to be in the role of seva, they need to first energize their minds every day. It's very important, so that not just what you are saying, but who you are is also radiating to them. So it's like, put the oxygen mask on yourself first. So first energize yourself every morning, and when you're energizing, you will know that I'm not doing this just for myself. I'm doing this because this is going to radiate to everyone from me during the day. So strengthen yourself so that that strength then radiates to everybody.
Perfect. Thank you. Sister, after listening to your speech today and about the night sleep time, 10 p.m. to 2 a.m., There are a couple of them who have asked about, what can be done for people who are working in night shifts or who are working for US American shift timings.
Yeah.
So they want to know what best they can do.
Yeah. What best they can do is that whenever that sleep cycle, whenever they finish their work time, because that timing is a time by the time you feel so tired, so you want to go off to sleep. But please don't go to sleep just with work on your mind. Give yourself just 10-15 minutes to consume something very pure and positive, so that the work is not the last thing on your mind when you sleep. You can't give 2 hours, no, but at least 15 minutes. At least 15 minutes, just watch or read something very pure and powerful, positive, so that the last layer of information here is a different quality. And just say your affirmations just before you sleep, so that you have disconnected from work. It's very important to disconnect from work and not take the work to sleep, because then we don't get deep sleep, because our mind is thinking even in our sleep. So just 15 minutes is enough just before we go to sleep, just 15 minutes. But sleep immediately after your work. So, set your sleep regime. It should be same time almost every day, healthy sleeping habits, basically a life of self-discipline. Self-discipline, yeah.
So many of the members, namely Ambika, Srividya Sharma, then there is Rasneet Kaur, all of them have asked the same question on how to stay calm, and then pass on that positivity to kids and not show anxiety. So I think you've covered all that in your speech today.
Anxiety, we don't need to show. If it is there in our minds also, it will radiate to them. So don't put on anything in front of your children or any family members. It's not about what they are seeing. It's about who we are is in the house. Our vibrations are in the air, and children are the first people who absorb our emotional vibrations. So it's not about our smile, it's not about our positive words, it's about who we are in our mind. So let's practice this simple lifestyle habits, and let's gently take them also to be a part of it. Let them also do affirmations. Little children, 5-6 year old children also can do affirmations, and they do it very beautifully. You teach them to do this before food and water, and they will never forget. They will never forget. The younger they start, the better it is. It's going to be a part of their personality. So teach them to do affirmations. Teach them to get up in the morning, sit for 5 minutes, gratitude. Sit in the night, again, gratitude. Simple lifestyle habits, very simple. And acha healthy food. Because food also has a deep effect on the mind, deep effect on the mind. When the more we eat junk food and we have a lot of toxins getting accumulated, that also creates anxiety here. Healthy mind and healthy body is a combination. They work together hand in hand. So just gently shift towards cooking nice things at home and spend little time in the kitchen. And they are also joining you nowadays in the kitchen, so they are also a part of what is being cooked. Don't worry about the children. Some of us are worrying about our children, that, oh, this year, they haven't gone to school, everything is gone.
True.
Never mind. This is the year when they are building up their emotional resilience, which they wouldn't have built up in any number of years going to school. So education doesn't build up emotional resilience. Education builds up intellectual. Education doesn't build up emotional resilience. Situations do that for us. Situations. So this has been a situation where they had to adapt a lot, adjust a lot, mold themselves. Nothing was their way. This is what brings up emotional resilience. So they are going to come out very strong out of this. They are going to come out emotionally stronger. They have become a part of household things. They are helping the family. They're also doing seva in the community around them. It's bringing out different shades of their personality, and it's nurturing them to becoming emotionally very strong. Only we need to take care of ourselves. Rest will be fine.
Thank you, sister. So can we start the meditation?
Sure. Hanji. Let's sit back, straight, comfortable, and just breathe 3 times. Inhale and exhale, and relax your body. And just come to the center of the forehead and visualize tiny point of light, center of the forehead. Maybe put a tilak or a bindi. That's the energy center. I, the energy, the master of this body, the creator of every thought and feeling. I am here. I am pure divine being. My every thought is pure. My every word is a blessing. I am a powerful being, calm and stable in every situation. Calm and stable. I am the lighthouse and the might house of my family. I radiate power and stability to each one. I am God's angel, instrument of the divine power, who uses me to serve and to radiate what each one needs. I am God's angel. I am a giver always. I need nothing. I only give and give and give. My body is perfect and healthy. My every pure and powerful thought radiates healing energy to my body. And God's power and blessings is a divine circle of protection around me. Visualize the divine circle of protection around me. I am safe. I am secure. My family is safe. Divine circle of protection around the planet. My world is safe. Om Shanti. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Sister, thank you so much. Just given us a lot of hope and confidence and strength. Today, I think you highlighted the power of words, the power of thoughts, the power of affirmations, the power of setting daily rhythms. By highlighting all this, you have given us more power to take responsibility for our lives. Thank you so much. And this was much needed for the community at this point in time. Our sincere gratitude.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much.
Thank you.